Okay, hi. What up? um wow, excuse my voice. I woke up like 15 minutes ago, so yeah. It's way too early to be talking. But yeah. So I mentioned yesterday about um reacting to my old vidcon videos, and y'all wanted a story time, so might as well just do that. I think I'm gonna like do a separate video for each year because I went to 2016 and 2017 vidcon in the US, and so I don't want to make like a really long video for both, so I'm gonna make like two separate ones, maybe both of them today, I don't know. So starting with 2016. So why I wanted to go, I met a girl in 2015. She was from Thailand, I think. Like we met at a vacation, and I don't make friends a lot, but she had a denim fill shirt, and I was like, oh, then, and like she also came up to me because she saw me like sitting there alone, and so yeah, she started like talking to me, and we became friends. And then she was like, oh yeah, next week I'm going to VidCon, and I was like, oh wow, that's cool. And I told her like, well, so you're gonna meet Dan and Phil, and she was like, yeah, hopefully. And she met them. Like she was so lucky she met them. And so so like the earlier you buy your tickets, the cheaper they are. So it was, I think, yeah, it was the 31st of December of 2015, and I bought my tickets. I don't know how my parents like accepted that. I don't know how they like wanted me to go. I don't know. They bought them that day, and I bought like the normal ones because those are the only ones that include like the meet and greets, and I wanted that. So yeah, and then for the actual meet and greets, like you already know which ones you're getting before you go there. So there's like this lottery thing, and like you enter, and it has like 10 like empty slots, and then it has like a bunch of names of YouTubers who are gonna have meet and greets, and then you like grab the ones that you want, and you put them in order of like who you want the most. So basically, got there, my whole family went to Anaheim that year, but only my dad and I got to VidCon. So got there, I think it was Thursday morning, Thursday at like 9:30 a.m. I had a Cimarelli meet and greet. This was like really important to me because I created a YouTube channel, well, a YouTube account when I was like 12 or 11, just to subscribe to Cimarelli. It was like a line. Went with Christina first. I don't know if you all watch Cimarelli. They're like 6 sisters who make like a cappella covers and stuff like that. Used to make, that's why I started watching them. And then they started making their music, but it's not really my type, so so yeah, so they had them like in line, and you went with one of like, you didn't like have a group picture because that just didn't work. So first went with Christina, which is the oldest one, and she was really nice. Can't remember, my dad filmed it, so I'm gonna watch that. So I'm gonna, yeah. Then Amy was super tired. I remember she was like sitting down, and then she like stood up. She was like, oh yeah, I'm just really tired, just got down from my plane and stuff like that. I was like, okay, yeah, nice, okay. Then Catherine, I don't remember meeting Catherine at all. I don't remember what happened there. Then it was Lauren. Lauren was also super tired, but she was also like really nice. I think one of them, like one of the previous ones, asked me like where was I from and my name and all that. I've never met like a famous person before, like meet and greet. So I had no idea if you had to like say your name or stuff or just like I don't know. So I started like talking nonsense to Lauren, poor girl. I was just like, I am from Mexico. Yeah, and she was like, yeah, cool. Really nice about it. Then Lisa, oh, Lisa was the nicest. Yeah, she did ask me like, where are you from? And when I told her Mexico, she was like, oh, I want to go there. Then I met Danny and like, damn it. Like we took a horrible picture. Like I took a picture and it was so bad. And she like grabbed my phone and she was like, wait. She like got into the picture and she was like, no, this is not good. So she took another one. But like, I don't know what happened. I like clicked the thing to like flip the camera because it was flipped. And then she clicked it again, so it flipped like the other way. And she was like, oh wait, no. So it was so awkward. And then yeah. Oh, and when I got to her, she was like distracted. So I just stood there for like 30 seconds, which felt like a lot. And she was just like talking to someone else. And then she was like, hi. And then like she turned around and kept like saying something. I was like, what? But yeah, she was also really nice. So it's me with Christina. That's so quick. That was literally in that angle. Okay, no, stop. Okay, that was the time where it was like where I only took pictures like upside down. So instead of like taking them like this or like this, I took them like this. Don't know why I like that angle, but it's so bad. And in all of my meet and greet pictures with them, you can only see like half of my face. Yeah, I'm telling her that I'm from Mexico. She's like really surprised.
Can you help me out and watch here and bring the next one? I'm gonna walk this man through.
My dad's laughing. Yeah, here you can see Amy looks dead. She's dead behind the eyes. That was so quick, like, and Christina did with like. Yeah, Christina was also like, I'm gonna go there one day. It's been 2 years, honey. Lauren was also so nice. Oh, wait, no, I didn't say I was from Mexico. I think Catherine just like screamed. She's like, she's from Mexico. And then Lauren's like, cool. I don't feel that bad about myself yet. Then that was kind of awkward. Then Lisa, who's a gem, she's so nice. Her hair was so long. Same reaction as Christina. Same thing. Ew, oh my god, this is the awkward bit where I'm just like, you can see how I like walk up to Damien and I'm so scared. That's. She just takes over because the picture is so bad. My face at the end, I'm just like, what the heck just happened? Like, they were so nice, but because I was so awkward, that is literally the worst meet and greet I've ever been to. Like, they were nice, but I was feeling so intimidated. I wasn't even, like, happy. Yeah, so that happened. Moving forward. The same day, I was also wearing shorts, and I didn't know that like, half of the conventions, like, half of the thing is outside, but that's just, like, where the food is and where some concerts are. Literally, the rest is inside. And inside, the air conditioning is so cold. So I was wearing shorts, and I was dying. It was so cold. So, yeah. Then there was a Mexican YouTuber. I was like, This wasn't a meet and greet. I just like found her. She was like in a group of YouTubers, and she was like talking to them, and, like, and it was like their friends, her friends, and I was just like, okay, so what? And so, I was waiting until I could like talk to her. I couldn't because she was talking to her friends. So I was just like, what do I do? And my dad was like, just scream her name. I'm like, no. And then this other girl just like yells, Fa, and she like turns around. She's like, oh my god, hi. And she started like talking to this fan, and I'm like, fuck. So I kind of just like got behind the other girl, and then she like went away. I was just like, hi. In Spanish, she's friends with another booktuber, which is from Spain, but I'm not really watching, but I know who he is. So I was just, when I was waiting to talk to her, he was like right beside me, but it was already like before I realized it was him. It had already been like a good 5 minutes of me standing there. So it would have just been so awkward to be like standing beside him for like 5 minutes and then turn around and be like, hi, can I take a picture? Like, you know, so I was like this, and he like tweeted me that day. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. So like, that was so awkward. I still cannot get over that. So yeah, didn't talk to him, because I was so awkward. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'm gonna find him later. Well, yeah, I I talked to this girl. Actually, there's a really funny picture. I'm gonna show it of when I was meeting her. She was talking to Jesse the reader, and he was like looking at us so funny. Like he literally looked like a proud mom, and like I tweeted that to Ufa, and she was like, yeah, Jesse the reader looks like a proud mom. And yeah. Oh yeah, then I met Emma Blackery. I don't know if it was that same day. It was 23rd. Yeah, it was the same day. Met Emma Blackery. She was so nice. Like, I was so bored in line because with the Similarly, the line was like half an hour. Like, it took no time at all. But with Emma, I was in line for like an hour and a half, which was still good. But it was like kind of boring. So, because, I don't know, didn't really interact with anyone there. So, I decided to just like draw Emma because I was really into doodling back then. Still am, but like, I don't really draw people that often. So yeah, I decided to draw Emma and the line and have her like sign it. She was so cool about it. She was like, oh, I love this, and you even got the logo on the shirt and all that. I was like, yeah, I did in the line, and she was like, oh, that's so cool. And like we took the picture. I look hideous in that picture. I hate it so much. It's so bad. And she was really cool about it. When I was like walking away, she was like, keep going, you're such a great artist. And I was just like about to cry because she was like the first like really nice person, because it really was nice, but it just felt like weird. Emma was so cool about everything. Then I went outside. I was walking around and I saw Dodie, and it was like, oh wait, no. Going back to not even the first day, the day before, you can like go register the day before so they can give you your badge, and then the next day, like the first day of the convention, you can just walk in. So I did that, and as I was walking out, there was a concert that day, but I was like, no, not going. Like, when you're walking out, you walk past the stage, so you have like a bit of a moment where you're like where you can see like the backstage of the outside stage, right? So in one of those, I think Dodie was like walking. I don't know if she was walking back or towards the stage. I don't know, but we just like I just like saw her, and she was like literally like a meter away from me, and like no one was there because it was backstage, and I was like, oh god. But I didn't say anything because I was too scared. But the next day I saw her outside, just like, what up? At this point, I had been watching her for like a few months only. Like I'd started watching her that year. So met her. She was so cool. Like, yeah, she turned around. She was like, oh my god, hi, how are you? And I was first of all, I was cold because my legs were dying. It was so cold, and this was outside, but still, like, my legs were so cold from standing like so long in line for Emma. This was right after I met Emma, so it was so I was dying. I was literally shaking, like partially because I was cold, and then because I was like, oh, this is like the second like big YouTuber that I'm meeting, so I'm like, okay, yeah. So she looked at me and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just like really cold and like, I'm kind of tired. And she was like, oh my god, me too. Like, I just, didn't have much sleep. I didn't like watch her Snapchat stories anyways, because she was not feeling well. So she was extra nice to just be there standing talking to us because she was really not she was not feeling well. So yeah, we all understood. I was like, oh yeah, so just like take a picture quickly so you can go rest. And she was like, yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, took a picture with her, had a few words, but she was really cool. Like, for her to be like not feeling well, she was still so nice. Right beside her, there was Luke Cutforth, my baby, and he was just like standing there meeting people because he didn't have a meet and greet, so he was just like there standing walking around. So I go up to him. I don't know how this works, how reaction videos work, so just gonna put it like full volume. You can't really hear anything, but yeah. So basically what happens is I go up to him, I talk to him, like, and he asked me like, how's your vidcon, who have you met? And I like forgot that he broke up with Emma like a week before this. So I was just like, oh yeah, I just met Emma. And he was like, okay. So yeah, and then I was like, yeah, and he was like, okay, yeah, cool. And I was like, I did a drawing of her. And then I showed him the drawing. Oh yeah, first he signed my thing because, yeah. And then I showed him the drawing, and then he saw like another drawing. And he was so nice. Like, you can just see right here. This is so weird. He's so tall as well. I felt so small. Oh, he was so nice. Like, yeah, like I remember. Yeah, he saw like a Tyler. I did a drawing of Tyler from Cinema Pilots. He was like, wow, that's so cool. I love that. And then he saw like Emma, and he was like, oh yeah, that's so nice. So I was just like dying internally because like both of them had been so nice to me. Like, they probably from this year they were probably the nicest. Luke and Emma, they were just lovely people. Here's our picture. I look so small. And there's also this girl in the back who's so awkward, like, to look away. So she's just, like, photobombing my picture, which is funny. I had this picture as a profile picture for, like, a year. And everyone would just send me the girl in the back. So, yeah. Then I met a bunch of the React kids. So I met a lot of them in 2016. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I met him. He was quite cool. It's just quickly. Oh my god! I had like a story with Josh from Teens React. So first of all, Josh was my like ultimate crush back then. Like, I don't know why I had a thing for him. I was like, yeah. So when I got there, I was like, I am meeting him. Or I'm meeting him, like, I don't care, I'm gonna meet him. So basically I was tweeting at him like, I haven't seen you, like I want to take a picture with you. He was like, oh yeah, meet me in the first floor, like this, like a door, a number. He told me like a certain number of door, and I was like, what the heck? So he literally told me like, come here, and I was like, fuck no. So I went there, but I was like at a panel, so I didn't like go instantly. So the panel finished, I went there, he was already not there. He had already gone. But I was just sitting there like, fuck. And I see like a dude, like a really tall dude, just standing there with a yellow badge, which was the creator badge. And I was just like, do I know him? And then I keep looking at him and I'm like, I think that's Nathan said. And I was like, nah. And then he walks away and I like see him and I'm like, God damn it, that was Nathan. And he was just like standing in front of me doing nothing. Like I could have just like taken a picture with him, but no. Because I'm too dumb. He left and I didn't take a picture with him. But yeah. Then I met I don't know if anyone like really remembers her, but I used to watch a lot of gaming videos and there was this girl who's called IS Cupquake. So I found her and I was like, oh yeah, my childhood, so I met her. I also met Tom from Teens React, college, from the React channel. He was the nicest person ever and this was so awkward. I think if you look for it in a vlog, you can find it, pretty sure. But there was this, like, so there, he was like standing there and he was like filming, a friend of his was filming a video like of that part. So basically I just go up to him and I'm like, oh yeah, can I take a picture? And then I'm taking the picture and he does this face where he's like so cute. He just does like this. And I'm like, that's so cute. And he told me like, no, you're cute. And I was like, what? And then like the guy who was filming, they started like walking, like they started like dancing and stuff, and I was like, oh boy, I should just get out of here. Then Tom grabs my hand and he pulls me into the circle where they're dancing and I'm like, stop. I was a big fan of Sam and Colby. Colby was just standing there, so I just went up to him and I was like, hi. I was dying because he was like really cute in person. He was so cute. And I went up to him. It was so quick. I was just like, I think, can I hear this? Can you hear?
I know, that's what
Yeah, you can hear me saying, you're so tall. And he's like, yeah, that's what everyone says. So,
I guess I look.
yeah, and then he says, I guess I look taller in person. I'm not going to show the photo itself because it's so bad. It's like, there's like my dad taking pictures of us taking a picture. Also, Mikey Murphy and Luke Corns were just like, they were like big back then. They were like quite big. They were starting to get like really big. I had already, like I've been subscribed to Mikey for like a year. But like they were starting to become quite big. So they went out. That was like the only mob that year that I saw, and it was so Pacific. Like the mobs you see from like vidcon 2017 or even 2018 that like in which they kick YouTubers out, those are like horrible. Those are bad mobs. Like I hate those. This one was so nice. Like everyone was like, oh yeah, I took a picture, you can like, I already took a picture, let me just get out of here so I don't like make it worse. Like everyone was so nice. So I did have a chance to go up to Mikey and be like, hi, just take a picture, because you can really talk to them because they were like in a rush. Took a picture with Mikey, who was really nice. Didn't take a picture with Luke because he was like in front of Mikey and like he just kept walking and I was just like following Luke. I was just like, I tapped his shoulder like once, but I felt so bad for that. I tapped his shoulder, he didn't turn around, obviously. Then I met Mel Joy, and I'm actually in her vlog because she was like the same, just getting popular. So if you look for those vlogs, for like those really old Mel Joy, like the first vidcon vlog, I'm there. And I'm really awkward in it because, okay, moving on to the next day, which is the last day. I met Dodie and Evan. That was the first thing I did because it was so early in the morning. That was like weird. That was just weird because I was like one of the last people in line for that one. So they were already like dead. They were so tired. So I went up to them. You like hug one first, you know, and they take a. Yeah, there's some YouTubers have like the professional pictures, and with others you just take a selfie. With these ones, they were professional. So. And yeah, so I went up to them, took a picture with them, hugged them, and then I was just like, oh, can we just do like a family picture? And they were like, sure, and they just like took a picture, and they were really nice. Really didn't say much. It was like they were so tired. I was like, if I hit a conversation, they're just gonna like kill me. And at that point, security was like, you only have like a minute to go up to them. So I was just like, oh, whatever. I met Dodi like 2 days before, so didn't really feel that bad. And I did talk to Evan a little bit. That was basically it. So then I saw Dan and Phil. I had seen them. I saw them the first day, I think. Or it was the same day. No, it was the same day. Like, I did not see Dan and Phil until the last day. So, and it was the last thing I did, actually. Well, I saw Confrenta that day as well, which was really nice. I was so in the back, but I still, like, could see his face. He was so cute. So I have a few videos of a panel from Dan and Phil. Oh, this is where there was one meme that came out of here in which I was present, but I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, a meme came out of this, but I don't know if I filmed it. So yes. Oh yeah, it was the sweet editing tips thing. I hate him so much. Oh, that's love. He's so cute. I love him. Yeah, I was really close, actually, fairly close. I think you can see there. One of the final things of the day, I met Luke. No, did not meet Luke. I'm still traumatized. I met Mikey Murphy and Meg DeAngelis. Didn't really watch her back then. So yeah, here's the one with Mikey and Meg. So basically, I did the same thing. I drew them while I was in the line, and I had them like sign it. Have a part 2 to this story, but I will say that in the next video. So yeah, I'm gonna show that. So I was dead because like I had a big crush on Mikey, as every other girl does back then, still kind of do. And so before me there was this girl who was like so pretty, and she was like all full face makeup. She was like wearing a really cool dress. She took a picture where she like jumped into Mikey's arms, and then they took a Polaroid of that, and I was just like, how am I gonna top that? So I felt really like intimidated. I was like, fuck, how am I gonna top that? So I obviously didn't, but yeah, this is how it went. Can't remember what we talked about. I think Meg was talking about coffee or something. You can see, Mikey's hugs are so nice. And then I don't know what happened there. The picture was just so like random. I look so bad in that picture. Then I'm talking to Meg about, and then Mikey just says something, and I like completely ignore his ass. Like he's just like, "Hey, I don't want to ruin your drawing," and I'm like, so I just like, wait, did you say something? Like just like turn around, and then he's like, I don't want to ruin this, and I'm like, I was just saying underneath that. His smile. What the heck? Mikey's just dancing. Flip. Oh, that's also when his phone died, so he was. Oh my god! I forgot about this! Mikey took a picture of the drawing. Oh my god! And that's when his phone dies, and he's like, yeah, there's no more music, I guess. I was just like ignoring him the whole time. It was so awkward. Wow, okay, no, shut up. Yeah, it was so awkward. I didn't know how. I was there for Mikey, and I like talked more to Meg than Mikey because I was so scared. But he was still really nice. He was like really cool, a really cool lad. Last thing I did, I met Luke again. I don't know why. I like it. He was just standing there, and I was like, "Hi, I met you like 2 days ago. Can I take another picture?" And he was like, "Sure." So I took another picture. Talked a bit more with him because he was alone. He like there was literally no fans, so it was just like hidden conversation. Didn't record that because my dad I think was buying something to eat, so I just went to look. Then I met Eric. I forgot his name from the React channel. He was so funny. I was like, I went up to him and I was so honest. I was like, dude, I saw you like 15 times and I was so afraid to come up to you because you're like really cool. And I was like, you seem so cool and I'm so uncool. He was like, no, I'm not cool. You're cool. And I was like, yo, dude, what? And then he literally like drops to the floor. He like lays on the floor. And he's like, look, I'm like, you're cooler than me. You're standing up. I'm not. And I'm like, ah. So I just like helped him up. And I'm like, oh, that's it. Oh yeah. And when I hugged him, he was so like I'm gonna record. I'm gonna screen record this because like you can just see he's so cute. Like his hug is so nice. Like look. Like I was just, he was so cute. Look at that, like he's so cool. Yeah, first we take a picture, then I'm like, yeah, you're cool. That day, the last thing I did was went to like it wasn't a panel really, it was just like a thing. It was like I don't know what it was a show, like it was a show where like they had different segments with like different creators. So first we had, I forgot about this. I saw John Cozart and Thomas Sanders, and I recorded a bit. I used to know this song by heart, so this was... Okay, this is where Dan and Phil come in. I'm screaming my lungs out. I'm screaming the shit out of my lungs because this is... In this show, you are supposed to scream because it's a show, it's not a panel. In panels, you're supposed to, like, stay quiet. But this was a show to, like, entertain people and make them feel upbeat. So, like, in here, everyone's screaming at everyone. So, when Dan and Phil come on, they are, like... My ears die, but also I'm killing my lungs, so... Jesus. Also, they're so tall. You can see they're so tall. I still have no idea what they were talking about. They were just like, cereal. Yeah, the rest of this is just like my videos from Snapchat, which were like really bad. And that's it. Next day I went to Disney Day. It was Disney Day. Didn't meet anyone because I'm really fucking dumb, and I went to California Adventure, and all of the YouTubers were in Disneyland. So I didn't see anyone because I was in the other park, because that's where you take the picture. But yeah, I met no one. Then I spent the next few days going to Disney as well, and Universal. And then I went to Las Vegas, and that's it. Oh yeah, also when I was in Las Vegas, Shane Dawson was there as well for a Britney concert. And I was looking for him, like obviously didn't find him. That's it. This is so long. I'm gonna edit, like this is gonna take me so long to edit. Yeah. So part 2. I might film that like right now. Sure, why not? Okay, so bye. Coming back in like a few minutes.